That Wrecking Ball mat, though? That's what's up. Hey, you gotta go tell him to scoot that shit down. I'm mad at your cousin for not being on that. That's more like it, guys. Oh, high roll. High rolls. Man.
Yeah, I know this deck like the back of my hand.
Alright, so you're going to commentate it for me? Alright, we got Manny G helping me with the commentary because he's a big fan of the unfairnity. I put Matt.
Matt.
I mean...
How many viewers?
I don't know. It doesn't refresh on mine.
I keep asking that.
Yeah. See, like, remember I told you it said 17? Still going to say the same thing. Like, none of these numbers change for me.
Typing?
Huh? Who, me? I mean, we can
Or,
type.
no, I mean, are they still typing?
Yeah, everybody's still chatting.
Hey, if you guys can hear me, like, type a smiley face.
Okay, go ahead and commentate these Noble Knights.
Alright, well, he's doing the exact same play we've seen the whole tournament. Nothing out of the ordinary on this one.
That one's name is Boars or Gores?
Boars.
Boars, alright.
Boars is a good card. Gores is just a Noble Knight shit.
Oh, alright. You guys have an online store? I want one of those mats.
Well, unfortunately, we don't support Miley Cyrus, so we don't have Miley Cyrus mats.
I just want that mat. Like, that shit's legit. You don't like Miley Cyrus?
I don't.
She's got her J's on.
I don't care. She doesn't have her ass on.
I kind of give her a pass because she's white.
I don't like white girls.
You don't like white girls at all?
If they're not Hispanic and thick, I'm not really with it.
Oh, you like that dark meat, huh?
Not dark.
Nah, you
The
like
caramel.
them black girls.
No, that's actually very
Them
disgusting.
gorillas in the mist. I feel you, dog. I understand. I know a couple. I got you.
I don't want them.
No, they're all yours. So Infernity has done nothing yet.
Because they haven't took their turn yet.
Oh, can Infernity break this setup?
It actually can.
Does it need like an optimal hand to break this setup, or it just can break this setup?
It could actually just Infernity break the Excalibur or Space Excalibur and just 101 it.
Does Zach know this?
Yes, he is my cousin, and he's seen me play this deck flawlessly for
Against
years.
Noble Knights?
Yes.
Flawlessly, and you've piloted this to how many YCS tops?
None, because I don't play in any YCS.
You need to learn.
I vend all the time.
So,
And see this right here, he is going to go ham. Now, of course, you just saw the MST in his hand, so he obviously knows what he's doing.
I don't know what that means.
But he did have to get rid of the launcher at the cost. But I think we'll already use up all his resources.
What does he grab with the monk?
He is most likely going to grab an Armageddon Knight or a Dark Greffer, so he can pitch the other monk in his hand, which is dead.
And then with Greffer you send?
You would send the monk and then just fill up your graveyard. Probably get an Eris, or set up a Archfiend for next turn.
Whoa?
He's thinking.
He almost misplayed in your eyes, right?
In my eyes, yes.
Corrects himself. There we go.
He's my cousin. And he's going to set up the Necromancer in his hand for next turn.
Unless he draws a monster.
Unless he draws a monster, but it's alright.
That's racist.
Look. I don't know if you know this. I used to rap in high school. That's how I started out my song. Thank you, Jesse V. I really appreciate the quotes of my music. My mixtape's dropping soon.
Who is Shadow Mouse?
Jesse Villa.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Beaver Warrior. He seriously looks like Ratatouille.
You used to rap?
I did used to rap.
You got me good. Oh, you got me good. Oh, 101. So good.
And now Will, I believe, is left with 1 or 2 cards in hand, and he's out of resources. And now Zach is going to set his hand and set up that Necromancer play for next turn, and then if he doesn't draw a monster, it should be a wrap.
How many cards does Will have in his hand?
Will has 3 cards in hand. It looks like he actually has a soul charge.
Seems pretty good.
Zach is actually still in a decent position because he does have the Necromancer play for next turn. And 1,000 from the soul check.
2,000, huh?
No, he took 21 from that, which puts him.
Okay.
Actually, where is Alon getting a fucking score from?
Alon, I told you guys. Like, he is definitely...
He took 21 from the Honor Arc, which puts him at 59, and then he took
1,000
from the soul check,
Yes, I
which
agree.
puts him at 49.
I agree.
Right, there we go.
It's hard to find good help, you know?
It's tough. Now, he banishes the Noble Arm Excalibur from the grave. It's kind of like a rank up, so he brings out his level 5.
Alright.
And he, once again, is untargetable, undestroyable.
Oh, man.
And that pops monsters.
This seems like an upward battle.
It is, but that's how Infinities play.
Oh, and he drew
And
a
it
monster.
looks like he drew the monster, so
Ouch.
it is rough. He actually drew the Archfiend, it looks like.
Yep. Them's the beats, right? Do you set the Archfiend?
You set the Archfiend, but the Arthur that Will controls is just going to destroy the set. He's not going to take any chances. And then he's going to take a lot of damage this turn. It might even... Yeah, a lot
Oh,
of
he
damage.
plays the vanilla. Andrew's build did not. How much damage is that?
Well, it's going to text you. Zach might not have an out for this because he did have to discard the Infernity Launcher at the beginning of the game for the Summoner Monk.
I don't understand life points here.
I mean, a Soul Charge could save Zach?
What's he at?
31.
No, I mean, this is different. 45 to 49, so he's at 45.
What did he draw? Oh, he drew the Instant Fusion, I think. Or is
Yes,
that Book of Moon?
that's an instant fusion. Yeah.
You can call it.
Does he have an answer for Necromancer?
That's the question. He does not, so the Archfiend Special Summon will go through and he will search his deck.
Like, I feel like they just do everything they can to make Infernities a bad deck. Like, they put Launcher to 1, they put Barrier to 1.
Well, actually, the best card in Infinities, in my opinion, has
Soul
to be
Charge?
Break.
Soul Charge?
Break.
I'm pretty sure Soul Charge is up there.
Soul Charge is actually good in any deck, but Break literally just gets rid of any answer at any time. For
Unless
no
you
cost
don't
at all.
have an Infernity in your graveyard.
If you don't have an Infernity in your graveyard, you shouldn't be playing the deck.
It happens. It's going to Rhapsody number 80 you, and then what do you do?
You break it before.
What if I do it preemptively?
I mean, you're just thinking of stupid
DD Crow.
scenarios.
Alright,
Get
DD
the
Crow.
fuck out of here.
I got
Then-
you.
Then you chain the break.
To what? There's nothing on the board. You can't break a crow.
Sure you can. It's cost to banish.
What are you going to break?
One of your opponent's cards.
No, I'm DD Crowing just from my hand.
You think of these stupid scenarios just to counteract mine.
I already got them though, don't I? So is he going to be able to come out of this?
Depends if that was an instant fusion or not.
It was.
So he does have the instant fusion. Brings out a Camion Wizard.
Now, is there a reason that's the 4-star played and not Carbanola Warrior?
It's a dark, so it fits with the theme. And it is an Astral Pack, so it automatically raises the value of the card. And it just looks way cooler.
Oh, he
Will
went
Chain's
for it?
Reckless Greed.
Oh, that almost seems really ballsy.
So he blows up his field. Will can't draw for 2 turns, and he has the break to answer the Noble Knight monster. Now the Noble Knight monster didn't die because the Noble Arms of Destiny re-equips, and then it protects him one more time. So he protected it twice from dying.
That excites on night though.
And now Miley Cyrus is now fully exposed.
No, she has them J's on.
So get like her, right?
What just happened?
When the guy dies, he gets a special summon a Noble Knight.
Oh, okay.
But it might be too little too late because he will just break it during the draw phase by banishing the launcher. And that might, if Will drew an equip card, that might be the ball game for Zach. Oh, he had a queen in the grave.
I heard that Zach had this.
I mean, the Infernity player just got outsacked.
So the sack deck got outsacked.
The Zach deck got outsacked. The Zach deck got outsacked.
And that's like a Daigusto Emerald, correct?
It is.
Okay. The value.
That Lance just won the game. If Zach rips an Archfiend or rips a Soul Charge and plays out of this, I would be impressed.
What's in his hand? That one just does some equipping, right?
All of them do some equipping.
Oh, man. So there's no ripping it out.
Well, now that guy's invincible and not destroyable again.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
It's just too much for
your cousin
Zach to
went
overcome.
from good to bad to good to worse. What does that guy do?
Will just had the answer to every single one of Zach's plays. He had the first Soul Charge, and then he had the Lance.
But then Zach did rip the instant fusion.
He did, but he had the Lance.
How many lances does he play in his list?
I think 2.
I hope 2. It's 2. So it wasn't a one of outer. Now look at your cousin's sideboard, and what would you bring in this matchup?
Well, Zach does side Chalices. I would personally bring in Chalices, the Dust Tornado, and we might even see him bring in the Traptic Straphole Nightmare.
Okay. And what do you think about Will? What does he have on his board that you bring in? He has 2 Mind Crush, 2 Soul Release, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon.
Will is definitely bringing in the 2 Soul Release, the 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, the 2 Debunks, the 2 Maxis, the 1 DD Crow, and I believe maybe the 1 Soul Drain, I'm not sure. But his whole side deck is pretty much designed
to beat Infernity.
To counter Infernity. Actually, the Debunks and the DD Crows have been in this tournament just for Infernities throughout the whole day.
So it's looking rough for your cousin. Like,
it's looking rough, but look, he's going first, so as long as Will does not open the Maxi or the DD Crow, he can set up his board.
What is this trap card that he plays? Saber.
Solemn Warning?
What?
I know, people don't really care about school anymore, so they just don't learn how to write.
That does not say Solemn Warning.
It says Solemn Warning.
I see an S, an A, a B, an E, and an R.
I see like a couple like...
But tell me you don't see an A.
I see a hashtag somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's an at symbol.
Will, you need to learn how to write.
I'm scared for America.
Me too.
This is honestly the worst handwriting I've ever seen. That's like an average guy's handwriting. Someone with epilepsy.
It's Michael J. Fox's handwriting.
What just happened? Blue Eyes, oh my god, Dark Magic Attack, GG. Is Iran still in the top?
No, Iran actually got knocked out of top 16 by Jeep. And to Super Mario, no, I'm not playing Gravekeepers. I'm actually playing Pyroar and Plasma because I hate Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm playing Pokemon now. But I still have all the Gravekeepers high rarity.
How can you rub that in like people care?
I think people care.
No, I know.
When people see me like, oh my god, your Great Keeper's a high rarity, I'm like, I know, I'm not training him. And then I realize it's like a tier 3 deck.
What is this nonsense? Do you play the Curse of Dragon?
What is his name? Free Palestine as into take. Sir, are you autistic?
Definitely. Oh, man.
It looks like we'll open up the Max C, folks. This is going to be rough for Zach unless he can set up an unbreakable field. I think he might. The smart play would just go Lavalval Chain, ditch, and end your turn, letting your opponent get the +1.
Really? I don't even know if that's worth it.
It would, because it looks like you could just set 2 and then stack an Archfiend for next turn. That looks like what it's going to do. He does have a Lance and a Soul Charge in hand. So he does have some options in case Will breaks the field. Oh, he's sending the Archfiend.
Why? Does he have a Soul Charge?
Is he maybe
hand?
trying to make a Soul Charge and go nuts this turn? If so, I would not agree with that move at all. That's too risky at this point in the game. It just started, and you don't want to give your opponent too much advantage.
Is he taking the Maxi challenge?
If he is, I mean, he's going to.
He is your cousin.
I never take the Maxi challenge unless I know I have game.
Did Will forget to draw, or did he just draw?
He actually went first. Or, I mean, he didn't go first, so he only has 4 cards in hand now.
No. I'm saying, did Will forget to draw for the Lavalval?
No, he drew.
Okay. I didn't see. I was too busy laughing at your cousin. So he sends one to the grave, then stacks one.
I personally would have sent either the Eris or the Stygian,
That's what I was...
just in case, so you can have like a play to set up the Stygian or have an extra card in hand.
So Roto had 2 help Noble Knights.
Did. Actually helped him out a lot.
You now have 5 of this card.
You now have 5 Medjuts and as many equipments as you want.
As your cousin sits there with his arms folded idly, like, my life sucks. I top 8 this event just to scrub.
And as you see, the Noble Knight player is doing the exact same thing he did last game.
I mean, like, but that's a testament to the deck, right?
The deck is one-dimensional.
But if the deck can consistently do it every game, a few more support cards in the deck's amazing, right?
Well, I mean, if the deck can consistently make a 4K beater that can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, yeah, it's pretty good. It just gets really dull.
I understand that, but I feel like I should be on this bandwagon. Like, just make big dudes with big dicks and go.
I don't think anyone knows really how to play against them right now because they don't have the patience to read the 6-paragraph long effects.
So what you're saying is I have to go home and do some homework?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
study
like,
for
every
a couple
single
weeks?
Noble card is like a Harry Potter novel.
Oh, dude, I made it to the 3rd one. I gave up.
I made it halfway through the first movie and I gave up.
We have a bunch of Harry Potter nerds who are angry at us right now. What is happening? What? Fucking liar. Is this live still? Yes, this is live. Why wouldn't it be live?
He said, no, it's dead. Oh, yeah, the autistic kid got jokes.
Oh.
Oh, he popped the Soul Charge. That actually might...
Lose him the game?
Won't lose him the game. It definitely puts him at way more of a disadvantage, though, because if this first play doesn't go through, it's not going to win him the game. He will lose if this first play does not go through.
I feel like this is a bad matchup, because it has the ability to clear your board that you're forced to set, because when you top deck, you need the effect to resolve. And he just has a fucking Harpy Feather Duster whenever he wants it.
True.
I mean, it's not like you can keep the Soul Charge stuff in his hand. He's forced to set it. As he ponders.
Looks like he's gonna make the Lavalval chain play and try to get another monster on board. Rivalry of the Warlord's Fiend.
Is that backbreaking?
It does hurt. It does hurt.
I mean,
I think now only plays Exciton, right?
is that all he can bring out in the extra? Let's look at his extra deck. In his extra, we have 2 Lavalval, 2 Exciton, 2 Diamond Dire, 2 Levier, 1 Dweller, 166, 1 Gagaga, 150, and 1 Flame Ghost.
It actually does look like Exciton is the only monster you can go into right now if he even wants a chance. Unless he is going to go into Direwolf and pop the rivalry. Oh, well, never mind. He can't. He has to be Exciton.
It has to be a Fiend, right? Well,
So I think he has the Lance set. He's going to... He lands the Exciton.
what does lancing the Exciton do in this situation?
He doesn't. I think he just did it.
Huh?
I think he just did it.
So it does nothing?
Does nothing.
I feel like Will has been hurt by Exciton.
Attack and now damaged up Lance. And now he's going to get the med drop back and the Queen is in the grave. So yeah, it looks like this game is over, guys.
No, the Queen isn't in the grave.
It is.
Is it?
He searched it off the first board.
Oh, okay.
And Will has too much card advantage for Zach to even come back.
Do you think Zach knows it's over?
Yeah.
Why is he
You
still
can tell
playing?
in his demeanor.
I think he has autism
I
with
think-
those hands.
I think Zach is right now thinking to himself like,
Why the fuck am I Manny's cousin? How did he talk
Why
me
the
into
fuck?
this deck?
why the fuck did they make Noble Knights? This deck is just so thought out and skilled. This deck, Dark Worlds and Lightsworn have probably got to be, oh, and Six Samurais have got to be the most degenerate decks in the history of YuGiOh.
I'm a Lightsworn fan.
I'm a fan of fucking bringing out a 3K Vita that blows up the board for free also.
It's not for free. It's 1,000 life.
You do have to set up meticulously by, milling the proper things.
Hey, if you don't mill the proper things.
If you don't know the proper things, you're playing too many spells and traps.
Let's see what everybody has to say. Yes, this is the Nevada Championship. I agree. Why would you take a deck like Noble Knights?
Cheapest fucking decks in starter deck Joey.
There's 2 in the top 8. That is correct. Infernities are even worse. Cheapest fucking decks in starter deck Joey. I mean, there's a graceful charity. Infernity will probably take it. He's probably going to get eliminated. He's the last Infernity player. Go Will. Oh, snap. Sorry, Manny. Manny is sorry. Where have you
Never
been?
said Mania, sorry, get the fuck out of here.
Manny, you think Chainburn is degenerate? Of course not. That takes skill. You need to know how to do math.
I think you are degenerate, Jay, whatever the hell your name is.
It takes math, alright?
Yes, Chamberlain's super degenerate. I'm just saying, Dark Worlds, Lightsworn,
I'm just saying,
Noble
why
Knights,
hasn't Zach
and Six
scooped?
Sams are the most autopilot decks.
Why hasn't Zach scooped?
Zach didn't scoop because he has this one thing called foolish pride.
Oh, he's a dipshit.
He's playing Infernities in hopes of top decking something, but in all honesty, he's not top decking shit.
Well, I mean, what could he top? Is he going to get OTK'd right now? Is that a possibility?
No, it's not a possibility.
So Noble Knights don't have the ability to spam?
They don't. Or when you summon brothers, but I think the build only plays one brother. Let me double check.
I can't read
I mean,
the
brothers brings him out in defense position anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have the ability to OTK, I don't think.
I think he just did.
Well, he didn't OTK. I mean, he's at 5,800. And that's the ball game, folks.
That's the OTK.
That's not OTK.
He just killed him.
I mean, even if that was like full power, 4K plus 2K, 6,000, that'd be 78.
But he's at 50.
Yeah.
It's OTK.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna try to get the next feature match going. I'll be back.